So a lot of times people will ask, well, why do you like living in Pattaya? And besides from the beach and the malls, the shopping, the nightlife, everything else, it's close to Bangkok. And that's where we're going today. There's some cool stuff we want to go look at. So we don't have anything better to do today. Why not go? Let's get on down the road.
Hey folks, and welcome to our trip to Bangkok here. I can't miss an opportunity to stop along the way for my favorite dumpling soup, but we did a variety of things in Bangkok. But one thing we did over the whole 2 days we were there is to visit many different bike shops, motorcycle shops, and some things you cannot get in Pattaya, you have to get in Bangkok. So let's jump into this and I'll show you what I mean.
Our first stop on this little Bangkok trip, a place I've been wanting to come for quite a while. It's called the Dirt Shop. We're only probably a couple miles from Suvarnabhumi Airport, the main airport here in Bangkok. And a lot of people ask me, where can you get gear, gloves, helmets, boots, riding clothes, armor, whatever. Well, you can get it all here. It all does have a little bit of a motocross twist to it though. But they do have regular leathers and things like that. Gloves are pretty much universal. And great selection of helmets. The top names, Bell helmets are here, and they do have the large sizes. I've seen 2X, lots of extra large and large. So that's a thing a lot of people always say, I can't find I'm extra large or 2X, I can't find a helmet. Well, they got them here. Also a lot of little bits and bobs for different kinds of bikes. A couple of them I really was interested in, but they don't have it for my specific model. So a lot of stuff for the old 250s and Yamahas and things like that. But anyway, leaving empty-handed because they didn't have the hose kit or the new clutch lever assembly that I wanted. But anyway, maybe another day. I'm glad I stopped by. I think you can order online from them as well. A pretty big place, and you can look at the clothes, the jackets, you can try the stuff on, the helmets, all that stuff. So they also make bikes in the back. They got some interesting bikes in the back, things they're doing. Got some Huskies here, KTMs. They got a little monkey bike back here they turned into a dirt bike. all sorts. Anyway, we've got a lot to do this trip, so we can't linger in any one place too long. We are going to be staying the night here in a hotel. We've got to get there. But there's another special place I want to stop before we even think about going to the hotel. So let's go there next. So our next stop, about a half hour away, we're up closer to Minbury now, is Zeus Customs. Not quite what I thought it was going to be. It's built as like a custom bike cafe, and there are some nice custom machines inside, from Hondas to Harleys, even a Moto Guzzi. They got a little monkey bike with ape hangers on it, but it's like there's hardly anybody here. It's kind of dark inside, and it's not much of a cafe. I thought it was a place you could kind of check out the bikes and at the same time get some refreshment and stuff like that. Many of you may know Zeus. They do some wild customs. They've got a lot of them here. They put their special trademark touch on just about anything. There's a CB150 back there being worked on, Triumphs, an XRS 155. So all kind of stuff and some memorabilia, but I don't know if worth a stop or not. It's hard to tell sometimes when you look at these places without being there, and they look cool when you get there and it's just a couple of Pop-Tarts and a glass of Tank. But our hotel is not far from here.
So that's right, we'll take a look at this hotel the next time and what we did this evening, but for right now, let's fast forward to the next day and resume this little Bangkok bike shopping tour.
We slept fitfully till about 7:30 this morning and then made our way into town through Bangkok traffic. We're basically in the heart of town now. and we've come to a place called A Square. It's a shopping area, but specifically for maybe your higher end range of the motorcycle market here. There's Aprilia here. Now, we looked at Aprilia scooters a while back. They've got a plethora of them here, even the yellow one, which I couldn't show you before. But they also have the sport bikes. They have Moto Guzzi, they have Vespa. I was really impressed with some of the Moto Guzzi offerings. I don't know there's anywhere to get those around Pattaya, but here, definitely the place to get them. There's a lovely blue one, the V7. It's an 850 twin. I think all the Moto Guzzis are pretty much twins. Kind of a horizontal twin instead of a vertical twin, whatever you would call it. But beautiful bike, really taken back by it. But 650,000 baht. I think in that price range there are other options I'd rather have, including a Honda CB1100, almost the same style of bike, almost exactly. But at any rate, if that's your thing, you can definitely get them here. There's AAS Metro Harley Davidson here as well. Great selection of Harleys in here. I think better than Pattaya. And all the gear, the shirts, the bandanas, glove, all the stuff that you want that says Harley Davidson boldly imprinted on it. And very nice store. Very nice store. There's also some eateries around here. There's parking here. You just pay for the parking, but there's covered parking here. And there's a little mall next to it. There was no breakfast at the hotel today, so I mean it was like a 700 baht hotel room. But it was a nice room and we had a good night's sleep. But we'll venture out and get something to eat. Let's get something to eat first. And right around here at the A Square before we leave. And then we'll see it back on to the next place.
So we found this surfer's pool here. Look at this, Surf Bangkok. That's pretty cool. That's part of the A7 Square as well. Whole lots of stuff in there. But like I said, we wanted something to eat. We ventured next door to the shopping center. We found this place. It's called Tokyo Bowl Noodles. And I picked something that looked the most breakfasty. Of course, we hadn't had breakfast. V got a rice bowl, though, with kind of a Japanese curry and some thinly sliced beef. Came with a little salad and drink. They have platters. Here comes my breakfast, as close as I could get to a breakfast. But there's egg and ham and a noodle soup, and then there's a little bit of a vegetable and another soup, a little miso soup. So we'll go ahead and enjoy that. Now, V had an idea, which was before we would leave the A Square area, we had a very reasonable parking there. We would hop on a couple 20 baht moto taxis, head down a couple alleys to a place where we could get our hair done.
So we came out from the meal, good little Japanese breakfast. V thought we would hop on motorbike taxis and come back to this bustling little alley to get haircuts. Well, she just wants to get her hair done, whatever. I got a haircut. So I'll show you that. But good little shop here. I think it's called Jamma Hair. I don't know. I don't even know where we are. We're on a little busy alley. There's all kind of things for sale. She's still back there. She's on about her 11th shampoo. But hopefully we'll be able to wrap this up here after the haircuts and go back out of town again before we come back in, because there's a special dealership I want to go to. So I'm looking forward to that if we ever get out of here.
So a couple minutes later and another 20 baht each, we made it back to the A Square where we would retrieve our car. This time we had a little bit of a drive to get to the next place, but I think it's going to be a fan favorite.
But I've come to one that you guys have requested. America's very first motorcycle company from 1901, Indian. And they've got a beautiful dealer. There's two dealers here in Bangkok, actually. If I have time, I'll go to the other one. But this one's actually outside of Bangkok in Samut Sakhon. But it's not a bad drive. It took us a half hour to get here. And wow, I gotta tell you, I've not seen these up close and personal myself until today. These new generation of Indians, and I'm so impressed. Everyone's a little bit different. You've got the Chief, you've got the Scout. The Chief, 1.2 million baht. The Scout, which I think would be the one that I would get, I'll tell you why, is 890,000. but that one is water cooled. I think that might go better here, where the Chief is air cooled. Motor's a little bit smaller, but I think the frame is a little bit, I don't know, a little bit maybe less traditional, but at the same time a little bit more modern. So I kind of like the Scout myself, but there's so much to like in here. The detail, the fit and finish is next level. And everyone, what I'm most impressed at is how everyone looks different. It's not cookie cutter. You can easily see the difference between them. They don't have any other dealerships here in Thailand other than Samut Sakhon and Bangkok, but they will ship. So if they've told me they've shipped bikes to Koh Samui, they've shipped bikes to Phuket, I think even Chiang Mai. So you can purchase one and they'll ship it to you. That's another one that's here that a lot of you guys have asked me to stop in and take a look at, and I'm glad you did because I'm very impressed with them. I just think it's one of the prettiest, most well put together machines that I've seen. So we'll take a quick look around here. We're gonna go see my buddy who's got a huge, the superstore of used bikes here in Thailand. Also right here in Samut Sakhon, kind of shared property, Royal Enfield's here, but we look at them all the time in Pattaya. And this dealer is much smaller than the one in Pattaya. The one in Pattaya is actually quite grand. But we don't have Indian in Pattaya. But he says more dealers are coming. So I don't know if there's plans for one in Pattaya or not, but I think maybe Chiang Mai, maybe some of the bigger places. So keep your eyes out for them. Anyway, cool stuff. While we were in the neighborhood, we stopped back at DBigBike, what I think is the biggest superstore of used motorcycles in Thailand. But not only just used, very, very good used bikes. There's no junk here. We went over this last time we were here about 2 years ago. But whatever you're looking for here, pretty much you can find. I'll show you a couple things that I like. But right here behind me is a CB1000R. Like new, only 2,000 kilometers on it, one owner, for $359. It's a good deal. A couple CB1100s here. I mean, he's got two of those to pick from used, both a little under 400,000 baht each, but very good condition, all of these. But whatever you want, these got it. Sport bikes, touring bikes, very nice BMW XR1 and S1000. BMW's a little bit high on maintenance and parts here, but there you go. Pretty sweet. I love the seat. That would be one of my top picks. But a lot of Ducatis, all sorts of Ducatis, from the Scramblers to the kind of hyper motard Ducatis to the touring bikes. Big Africa Twin over here, just everything. Everything. In fact, I think there's less bikes here now than it was last time I was here. When I got here today, they were loading an R1 up on a pickup truck over there a customer just bought. So I guess they don't last long. There was a bike over here that was interesting that I'd never heard of. And it's like practically new as well. It's a Benelli 899 Tornado Naked. A Tornado Naked TRE 899. 469,000 baht. So it's essentially a 900, three-cylinder 900. Kind of like a Sport Naked. You never know what you'll find. Nice V-strum. Some of the bikes have luggage. The touring bikes already have luggage. They take them as people trade them in. They just flip them. So if they've got luggage on them, then they'll include the luggage. So a good way to pick up a great used bike. Big 1260 Ducati Multistrada. Look at that guy. V's walking around here. We'll see. But right off the highway here in Bangkok. And last time I was here, I was so impressed. I thought I'd stop by again. I probably have a lot of new viewers. And since we did a little bit of a motorcycle tour here in Bangkok, all the different shops, I don't know that it'd be complete without stopping here. This is a special place, and I think one of the best places to do shopping if you're looking for a big bike.
See, I had a look back. It's been over 2 years since we've been here. Wow. Time flies. But DBigBike, highly recommended. A little bit on the west side of Bangkok, right off the 9. You can look them up online. They usually do a very good job of keeping their website up to date, so you can always shop online as well. We found a little meat on the stick vendor here. So I guess they have regular food carts that pull up. But look, we did a bunch of other stuff in Bangkok, including a great German brew house. We looked at that last time. If you haven't seen that, go back one episode. But next time, maybe best for last. Who knows? We had a great evening here as well. But for this episode, I'll leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.